And China's not the enemy anyway. Canada is. Okay.
Yes. Oh my God.
agree.
Canada's
I heard they let
going
in
after us.
Woody, did you know they let in 17 pounds of fentanyl last year?
I was just about to say they let in another gram of fentanyl today.
17 pounds, Woody. No, we're not going to stand for that. I don't care. I don't get. You know what? They may need to be annexed over.
They humiliated us in the hockey game, which I don't care about.
Dude, have you been following the Gretzky hate?
No. Why would they?
Y'all don't know about. Oh, okay, Woody knows. So Wayne Gretzky is MAGA for life. He was rocking the hat at a Trump event, and
all right.
And the fans have like flipped the table. Like, of course, all the Canadian fans, but I see people throwing away his merch. Like, I see people like ripping on him
outside by the curb with all the trash.
His wife's been defending him online, and so the meme is him hiding behind his wife wearing a MAGA hat.
They're being mean to the Great One.
I'm so glad you said that, because his new nickname is the Great Once. Like previously great.
Dude, there is no greater sports cope than trying to pretend Wayne Gretzky isn't there's no athlete in any singular sport who is more dominant than Wayne Gretzky was. None.
How many chips does he have?
Didn't he win 4 in a row with Edmonton?
I'm not fighting you. I'm just asking
no. I was just I'm trying to think. I think 4 or 5.
Anyway, he is getting a shitload of hate, and it's not like MAGA cares about Wayne Gretzky anyway, so nobody's coming to his defense. He's in a real tight spot.
Well, I care about Wayne. I didn't know Wayne was under assault. And this is a terrible time for him because he's about to lose his goal record. Ovechkin.
You should
10 more goals.
Tweet him a little support.
Tweet him some support.
Canada, you guys are probably young to absorb the 9/11 like culture change, but the way that everyone started flying flags, everyone was on the same team. You know, fucking computer nerds like me were like, I wish I could get into a ring with Osama. I fucked it up. Like everyone was like united and on the same team and so patriotic. You know, the country song start. Everyone's a country fan now. Now we're all country fans. And Canada has that going on currently.
Well, if they're booing their greatest hero, Wayne Gretzky, they truly are in a dark place.
I say we take our army, we go up there, and we beat the hell out of them and their president. What was his name again? Harley Morenstein?
Or something like that. We're going to take him out. We're going to force him to become American. Just like Wayne Gretzky has been American for as long as he's been Canadian, probably almost, right? He lives here now. Where does he live full time? He might live in St. Louis full time.
I mean, he's going to want to come down to the US of A if he's not already after all this. No, I see them pulling like American products off the shelves, and it's just like, I think it's a war they're going to lose. The one thing about Trump, and maybe it's unintentional, I don't think everything's 3D chess for sure, but man, he has galvanized the right people, like the people that we wish. You wish that you could go to Europe and say, hey, we all need to work together. You all got to chip in so that we're strong enough to fight against evil. And they would, but they won't. So what Trump did, and I'm not saying he meant for this to happen, but what Trump did was he said, I'm not going to defend you if you can't pay your 2%. If look, you don't pay your 2%, you're negligent on your payments. We're not going to come to your defense. He said it today. He went on and on about today about how he's not going to defend people who don't pay into NATO correctly. And what are they doing? They're getting their shit together. France is talking about offering its nuclear umbrella to Europe. Like they're talking about pulling together and defending themselves, which is exactly what we want. And we may have gotten about it in a left-handed, disgraceful way, but we got there nonetheless.
But I hope it's a good thing. Like, now that Europe's protecting themselves, are they America's ally like they used to be, or are they this other entity like BRICS or Warsaw Pact, or I don't know?
I'm just not
I
sure
think they're still our boys.
Well, Trump said that today. He's like, we're in trouble. Do you think France is coming to save the day? Do you really? Do you think France is coming? If we call, we need help. You think they're coming? I don't know. I don't know about that one. And I kind of feel the same way.
From what?
I don't
like
want to be
Chinese
enemies.
Invasion?
From anything. He just said it like the way I said it. It was like, if we needed help, do you think they're coming? Do you?
A couple people came when we needed help. We didn't need help in Iraq, but we attacked Iraq for no fucking reason, right? Like the weapons of mass destruction is every bit as believable as Canada's fentanyl. Like that was always horseshit.
Tried to kill his dad.
Sure. And we're like, all right, we're going in there because we're worried that the next thing is going to be a mushroom cloud.
There's some metal tubes.
City. Right? Yeah, whether it was a metal tube or something, some yellow cake
uranium.
So so we went, and I think Canada came. I know England came. Like we had a coalition, at least.
Bush called it the coalition of the willing. The axis of evil was on the run. It was great. Yeah. It was like 100 nations. Like, and then this, like he wanted to like tout how many people had chipped in to sort of defend the war from the anti-war people, and he was like, "Oh, there's over 45 nations. And he'd named like Great Britain and Australia and Canada and Montenegro and
Singapore's more of a city state, but they're in.
I think the Vatican sent someone.
I believe there is one gentleman from Bolivia. And also, and I have to be very careful with this one. Niger. You
know which one I'm talking about.
The best like spin on that joke is the South Park one. Did you ever see when they do Mr. Garrison as Trump in the White House? And
I've seen a couple of those.
And he drops a hard R as President Trump. He says "san,"
yeah,
and hits the hard R. And then, sir, for the last time, it's Niger. It's like, no, I know what it was. He hit the hard R, and it's like those N-words, and he's like, sir, it's Niger. And then like in the next scene, he's like, bunch of sand Nigers out here.
That's very funny.
Yeah, so you gotta be careful with that one. But he tried to pretend like there was this huge coalition, and it was really just that core group of people. So yeah, they come when it's time to bully somebody. But like, it's easy to get your boys together to bully somebody, right? How hard is it to get your boys together when we're about to go probably take an ass whooping? I remember in high school when that would be the case, and it's the exact same shit. It's that like everybody's down to fight until the fight looks like it might not go our way, and then they slink into the darkness, and you're left to get your ass whooped, kind of thing.
That's what Tom Cruise says in Jack Reacher. It's 5v1. He's like, no, it's 3v1. You're the ringleader. You maybe have two enthusiastic wingmen, and then the rest run away. I do this all the time.
I mean, that's how it always goes in every fight I've ever seen in a school or in the street or whatever. Like, it was always like, there's a couple guys there that are down. They're like to fight guys, as Jim Rome says. Like I went to school with this guy named Andrew. He loved to fight. We called him Smiley because he'd get this grin on his face, this devious little grin. It's like, dude, I think he's about to slam somebody. Like he would just attack people. Like he liked to get it. He picked fights and he beat people up. He enjoyed it. He loved it. And you just knew, like, you had to be
everybody
careful.
should have a thing.
But then
I keep fish.
Yeah, I keep fish. And that guy likes to aggravated assault people at recess.
Yeah, I saw him aggravated assault many a person. He burnt a kid one day. He heated a shovel handle up in the fire till it was aluminum doesn't get red hot. It just stays aluminum looking. And then he handed it to him handle first. And it was so hot. And you know,
what a scumbag.
and you know how your reaction time is. You let it go, but it's
if you're not expecting it at all.
You're not expecting it at all, and you grab the thing, it burnt the fucking kid's hand all up. He had to go to the hospital.
What an asshole!
Oh, what was it again? An aluminum like shovel or something?
It was a shovel that it used to have a wooden handle that had rotted or broken, and they had taken an aluminum pole or pipe, and they had used that as a handle. Because we're in metal class. And it's kind of a makeshift. It was a real shovel, but it had an aluminum pipe as a handle, and he heated that aluminum up in the barrel fire outside until it was God knows how hot.
You think he held it in there longer than he had to?
I was there. I watched him do it.
You watched him do it?
Yeah, he heated it up till it was scalding hot and handed it to that poor fucking kid and burnt the shit out of him. But you didn't alert the kid. You didn't go. Don't grab it. You didn't want to get burned. I had my own issues with this kid. Me and him had all kind of problems. Like I wasn't.
I was on Team Fire.
Yeah. I was on team. I don't want to be the next person to get burned.
No, you were like that American soldier in Saving Private Ryan who was cowering on the stairs.
I went.
Where you wouldn't
his name.
save that guy's hand.
Yeah, I was Popham or whatever his name is. What was it? Oh man, he was awful. Though.